Good morning and welcome to Motorbike Gecko. This morning I'm going to be talking briefly about why I bought a 2024 BMW GSA. I've now done 2,500 miles with the bike. It's freaking brilliant. It is one of the best machines I've ridden. Not the best, and I'm going to explain why. So let me just pan around for a second. Hold a minute. Let's just see where I am. First of all, this is sunny Ardennes. And if you can hear the noise behind me, it's the river just over my shoulder here. Amazing campsite. So let's pan around to the bike. Here we go. Right, so I've done a couple of different additions to this bike since I've had it. I've had it about 2.5 months. And it's been brilliant. As you can see, the stickers from the touring on this tour trip. I'll go into that in my next video. But for this video, I'm just going to explain the reason why I chose this bike. And first of all, it's not the best. It's not the best. I don't know why it's got the king status. It's a great bike. Trust me, it is a great bike. But there are limitations with it that the other bikes didn't have. So, in my personal opinion, this was a toss-up between this and the Africa Twin. This is the last of the 1250s. And a lot of people are going to say it's the last of the proper GSs. I'm not so sure. The 1300 has probably got a lot to offer, and I've not yet ridden it, and I will be doing a test ride and getting back to you guys on how I feel about the 13. As far as it goes with the 12, yes, it's a lot of money. The price did reflect, because it's the last of the 1250s, the price did reflect on part of my decision to buy it. Sat-nav, I bought the BMW Sat-nav, perfect. Nav 7, integrates throughout the entire bike. This bike has got way too many controls. It has too much that you don't use half of it. I certainly don't. Some of you may disagree with me. If you're going road riding and you're mainly doing road, you're not going to use half the gear that's on it. The stuff you will use, brilliant heated grips, brilliant heated seat. It's got a heated pillion seat as well, and it's super comfy. The GSA has got a huge fuel tank. I mean, if we pan round, you can just see the width of it. It is massive. So it's a 30 odd litre tank. I think it's 32 litres I think it will hold. And it will do about 300 miles with moderate riding. If you're out on the motorway and you've got boxes on, forget it, you won't get that mileage. The roads out here, 130 kilometers an hour, it just swallows the fuel. It's a big old engine, it's a lot of weight on board as well. On this tour, I'm away for 10 days, and I've got a 2-man tent, all my camping gear, I've got my clothes, I don't travel too light. And it's done a really, really good job of pulling the whole thing. So as far as we go, I've got an SW Motec bag. This is an absolute brilliant piece of kit. SW Motec have done themselves proud with this. I've slightly modified it. I've got a Samsung Fold 4 phone, and Quadlock and all the companies, they don't do anything for fold phones. Nothing on the market. So, Ultimate Add-ons came to the rescue, and I've bought a phone case and then done a bit of modifying. Drilled some holes into the back of it, put some cable ties down, bit of foam, and voila, we have ourselves something where I can see at least where I'm going via the phone as well. If you're touring and you've never done it before and you're scared to do it on your own, don't be. Don't be afraid. If I could offer any advice, I'd say prepare. Prepare better than I do. I kind of just wing it most of the time. So for this first video, it's really just to kind of explain the reason why I didn't go with the Africa Twin. And in my next videos, I should go more into camping on your own whilst touring and how to actually plan it and make a decision. There's a lot to choose from. But for this video, I bought this bike over the Africa Twin purely for the back seat, because when my wife gets onto the bike, the back seat on this is super comfy. The Africa Twin wasn't so comfortable on the back seat. KTM was an amazing bike, the 1290 Adventure. That was an epic machine. But I like the Beamer. I just like the feel of it. It was a bit quirky. They made 250,000 of them, so they kind of didn't doing too badly. And there's nowhere I couldn't travel where I couldn't find parts. I was young enough to remember Ewan McGregor and Charlie Ballman when they done their tour around the world on a GS, and it put the GS on the adventure bike market. Kind of stuck with me. I was about 14 years old when they done that tour, and now got the old grey hair and everything else, and I've kind of starting to reach GS age. It's got some get up and go, and it's not a frumpy bike. Go test ride one if you haven't got one. Test ride it for no less than an hour and do a mixture of roads with it, and then decide if you like it. It was very close between the Honda, the KTM and the Ducati Multistrada, and I like the other bikes. I think they're fantastic, but when you're touring two up, you really need this because it's much more comfortable. But yeah, that's basically the only reason why I got it. This one they do have problems, and this one has got the updated, so on the drive shaft to it, they do garm up. All the earlier ones garm up with a lot of crap inside, and they seize the shaft. They certainly get, some of you tech guys out there are going to know better than what I am. But my one's got the drain on it, so most of the later ones have all had the overhaul, which is the drain, which means servicing it is a lot easier. Service for these, it's not cheap. It's a BMW, but it's well worth it. If you want the reliability side of things, these are a very good option. Anyway, rather than me rambling, it's bye for now, and I'll see you on the next videos. Thank you very much for watching.